video. So this video is not going to, I'm not going to talk about who's natural and who's not natural, because that is actually none of my business. But what I am going to talk about are your limits, okay? That is the reason I'm making a video. So basically, before we get into this, there has been a lot of things, particularly going in India about, abs and being natural, okay? There are trainers at the gym who actually tell you that the only way you can have abs are if you're taking steroids, okay? There are people who will tell you that there's no way you can have abs naturally, which is like the biggest bullshit. Like, we all know people in our friends group who are ectomorphs and who have really shredded abs. Like, are they on juice? Are they on steroids? Okay, I do understand that they have a different body type, right? But what they have is natural. So obviously, when we all shed some fat, we are gonna get ripped and we are gonna have abs. Correct? This is like a simple logic. And for some reason, these trainers out there kind of brainwash you into taking steroids to have abs. And this is really creating the wrong perspective, guys. Like, I don't really understand the reason why they do this, but in my opinion, I think it is because you will end up buying steroids from them and they're gonna make money out of it. I think this is like the only logical reason, or they are really dumb. So these are the only two reasons that I can come up with. At the same time, I'm also not going to tell you guys that you can look like Phil Heath without being enhanced. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that you can look huge and shredded and win Mr. Olympia naturally. That is not what I'm talking about. What I am going to tell you is that you can definitely, be 60 to 65 kgs at least and have abs and be shredded. Which is totally possible, which a lot of people are doing abroad, right? There are people who are really natural, who really know things, who are very scientific on how they approach, and they are shredded and they have abs and they've been training for more than 10 to 15 years. Now the reason that I'm actually making this video is because of two things. What this kind of a perspective does is, it either makes you think that having abs is impossible and you quit the whole journey, the whole fitness journey. That is either one thing that would happen, or the second thing is that you believe that it is impossible to have abs and to be shredded naturally, and you end up taking stuff, and you end up taking steroids and and destroying the whole point of fitness. So these are the two things that can happen through this, and that is why I'm here making this video. That is why I'm sitting here and telling you guys that it is possible. Mainly, I really don't want you guys to quit this whole journey, because we all start off fitness to have abs or to have big biceps, but then later it totally evolves into something different and it ends up changing your life. So this is a really great journey that I really don't want you guys to quit, and that is why I'm here making this video. So basically, you guys would have seen the thumbnail, right? And the thumbnail might portray me as being huge, or being kind of big, and I was really shredded and I had abs. But the real truth is that I was around 62 kgs. That is all I was. I am around 5'6" to 5'7", and I'm 62 kgs, and that is what makes me look kind of big. Okay, but if you guys see the show, if you guys see me competing, you will see that there are others who are also 62 or 65 kgs, but they kind of look twice as big as me. Now that is the difference between being enhanced and not being enhanced, and I want you guys to understand that. It is totally possible to be around 62 or 75 kgs maximum, depending on your height, and be shredded. Correct? And this also involves a lot of other parameters like your genetics. Genetics plays a very important role on how fast you can build muscle and how fast you can lose fat and how your abs are going to look like. Like for example, there is Bharat. Bharat is around 30 years old, okay? And there are people telling me that Bharat is on roids. Obviously he's not. He's been working out for 10 years. And also Bharat has a really good fat distribution. Like, he doesn't store fat anywhere on his abs. So that also plays a very important role. You sort of seen the thumbnail of this video, right? Like, it was me at 62 kgs and it was me at 5'7". The way the picture was taken, the way the lighting of the picture is, plays a very important role, okay? Now, I was all tanned up. I had the perfect lighting when this picture was taken. And this picture was taken from a down shot, which means I'm going to look big. So these are the factors that also plays inside a picture. Now, like probably if you guys see me in person during my show, you guys will have obviously understood that I was natural because I was looking small, but I was looking shredded. So if someone is all filled up big and then he's shredded, then yeah, there might be doubts about it. But if you're depleted, if you're small and then if you're shredded, so I think that says it all. So before you jump into conclusions, see what you have done about it. Don't just take the word of people for it. Now, obviously you're not supposed to have unrealistic goals to look like someone who would compete on a Mr. Olympia stage and look naturally. That is not going to happen. But you can get abs, you can get ripped, and see what you've actually done for it. How long have you been training? Like I've been training for almost 4 to 5 years now. I think I've been training for 4 years now, and Bharat has been training for almost 8 to 10 years now. And I'm going to display some pictures of people who are really natural in my opinion and who have absolutely fantastic knowledge about bodybuilding and what goes on around it, about fitness, about dieting. Now these people have trained around 8 to 10 years minimum. Some have trained for 15 years, and this is where they've gotten. Okay, so this takes time. Doing things naturally takes time. Doing things naturally takes a lot of knowledge. You guys can see a lot of dumb videos on YouTube saying this, saying that, but there are certain really informative things that you need to understand to push yourself naturally. Okay, obviously if you're going to listen to things that are not scientifically proven, you're not going to get results. Okay guys, this is just a small rant and I'm here to tell you guys that it is possible naturally. Okay, so have realistic goals, and yes, you can get shredded, you can get really ripped washboard abs, you can go up to 5% body fat, probably even for who knows. If you do proper dieting, if you do proper training, if you are in the gym, if you have been working out for a long period of time. So see what effort you actually put in. Don't just go to the gym for 1 year and then with just being a beginner and then jump to conclusions saying that it is not possible naturally by listening to someone. So see what you have done, follow the right people. So these are tools that needed to be done if you want to have a good physique naturally. Follow the right people, follow science. Okay, don't just follow people who are like you. Don't follow people who are on rights. That is the most important thing. So, and also at least up to 70 kgs, it is totally easy to do, to be natural. Being shredded and being 70 kgs with a long span of training is totally achievable. So keep that in mind. It takes time. So you need to understand that it takes time. It takes time, it takes effort. So before you jump into conclusions, see what you have done about it. Don't just hear people talk. You actually go into the gym and do it with proper training and proper diet and proper nutrition, and then see the result. And you will yourself know that it is possible naturally. So thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.